I also started producing maybe roughly, let's say, 10 years ago, but it was then much more casual, it was not so, how would you say, not so professional. It was just for fun. But let's say between the past 3 years, I really started to be more serious about it, and yeah, the past couple of years it's been really what I've been doing mostly, and yeah, it's growing and becoming bigger every day, and happy to be here. It's my second time in Amsterdam Dance Event. It's very good for your creativity, very good for networking, and yeah.
Have you attended any panels that you really liked? Have you attended something that stand out in your...
Yes, I really enjoyed Luca Pretolesi masterclasses, and also one with Martin Voorwerk. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but they were very nice. And also, yeah, there was something about how to start a label, things like that. They were very, very interesting and informative. Also, yeah, of course, it's demo panel too, demolition or something like that.
Demolition panel.
Yes, that was also very, very good to hear other people and get inspired by something that you normally wouldn't maybe listen at all. So it's very exciting. The energy here is, you can kind of touch it because everyone is here just going for the music and the actual creative part of it and enjoying themselves.
Do you have a healthy electronic dance music scene in Finland? Do you have a lot of parties, events, record labels?
Not so much labels, I think, but definitely some parties are happening. We have big names coming over, some good festivals as well, but not so much labels right now. I heard there's some guys who want to start that. And it's kind of in the beginning of it all at the moment. But overall, the scene is definitely becoming better and better, bigger and bigger.
Yourself, you were producing a lot of trance. Tell us a little bit your releases on that side of the spectrum.
Yes, so I used to produce as Taival, and my first release was 2015. And I was producing trance up until this year, so let's say 3 years, 4 or 5 years. And I was mostly releasing on enhanced music, on always live recordings. Big shout out to Daniel Kandi if he's watching this. And yeah, then I think also Ava White recordings, I had one release there. But now, since early this year, I decided to switch over from trance, and I'm starting now something completely new. It's called Noble North, and it's going to be more focused on house and tech house and techno.
Are you going to have melodic elements on these tracks as well, or are you going to go more for the groove?
A bit both. But I must say it's going to be more about the groove, and really I produce now tracks with the nightclub in my mind, dance floor in my mind, because that's what I kind of want to focus right now. And it was a difficult decision for me to kind of leave trance and move over, because first I really enjoy trance, I listen to trance and everything, but as a music producer and a DJ perspective, I enjoy more house, and I just had to kind of to do that, because I started to do house on the side and tech house, techno on the side, and then as like a producer, I just had more genuine passion, interest, excitement from that. So I just thought, yeah, you just have to follow your instinct and your guts, what you do, and I decided to.
So the trance family has lost one of its members, or are you going to come back?
Yeah, I don't want to say never, because sometime you just might want to do it again. So I didn't officially say it's over now, forever, because there's always a chance to do a comeback. But right now, I think also the listeners will hear if you don't have genuine interest towards the music you do. And trance is very emotional. Trance is very touching. And Sami's track, Kai's track, who won the whole thing. It's very emotional. People say they got goosebumps and everything.
Yeah,
And
why in Finland you have so much nice touch for melodies? I always ask that. I asked Orchidea as well, so...
I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's the fact, like trance. It's for instance, this track that we heard. It's kind of a bit melancholic, and I think Finland tends to be very cold and melancholic atmosphere, and I think all that kind of helps us to produce sound. When you sit down and you having a drink and watching outside, it's cold and dark. You kind of create the soundtrack for that. So then maybe that's why we we have a bit melancholic trance. Also a lot of heavy metal, dark stuff.
Exactly. You have also a lot of heavy metal bands coming from Finland.
Yes.
So what about yourself? Did you learn on your own to produce, or did you attend a school? Do you think it's important to go to a school to learn?
I learned everything from scratch, from YouTube tutorials, so it took a long time. Mainly because when I started, I didn't think of like I could really do this for a living. It was really like a hobby, and past couple of years I really realized like I can actually make it if I want and work hard. So I didn't go for school. I don't think it's necessary to go to school, but it definitely helps if you're serious and you know what you want to do. It definitely helps because then you get, the right information. Because when you learn everything by yourself, it's like when you go to YouTube and you watch a tutorial when someone tells you how to produce. It's kind of like a minefield because you don't know if it's actually good advice or not. And like what I heard here today. It's like one of the pro guys, Luca was saying like, it's sad for him to see, when he sees a video on YouTube, they tell you, do this and you shouldn't do that, and there's like 200,000 views and 5 stars, and then you don't know like, is it correct or not, but I think if you have the time and the investment and money, it's also the question of financing it all. I think you should go for it. Definitely, I'll be here next year. And shout out to Flux BPM, right?
Thank you.
You're watching Flux BPM with Noble Mode.